Happy New Year, everybody. Don't know, I'm DDS or David D. Smith, depending on which channel you guys are watching this on right now. I'm gonna drop this on both of my channels. And today, what I'm talking about is my goals for 2020. I actually called it 2020 Vision. I know, right? But in this video, I'm gonna talk about my goals. I may go over some of my personal goals, some of my family goals. I have them all rented out for 2020. And I'm also in the process of planning out my goals for the next decade because, as you guys know, 2020 brings on a new decade. So just to prove it that I have it written down, you might not be able to see it on the iPad right now, but I actually took the Apple Pencil and wrote all this stuff down. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna go through some of my business goals real quick just to shed some light on what I plan on doing in 2020. And then at the end of the year, I'm probably gonna go back and make sure that I hit these goals and things of that nature like I usually do. So for the first one, I have worked with more companies. As you guys know, I've currently worked with Native Instruments. I've worked with Serato, different companies, BeatStars, things of that nature. I do affiliate programs, so I want to do more of those this year. I want to release more instrumental projects on streaming platforms, at least 4 projects. I was going to try and do a project every month, but it really depends on what's going on at the time. I could get into a situation where I have more free time on my hands to just do that, but I don't make beats the way I used to. I used to just be like a robot and make a bunch of beats all day. So I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do it every month. Like I was supposed to do a Christmas project, but I had just dropped a project around Thanksgiving. And then, you know, life around the holidays is kind of hectic. I had just proposed and, you know, I'm doing a whole lot and I didn't really have the time to sit down and focus on that. I'm working on a project that I really want to be a part of, so I'm making beats specifically for that. So I didn't have the time to really do Christmassy beats, especially when I'm on a whole nother vibe. So I'm gonna try and do 4 of them a month. I mean, not 4 of them a month, excuse me, 4 of them throughout the year. I want to work with more Detroit artists or artists just in the area. I want to build my name around here more, even though, you know, I've worked with Dej Loaf and things of that nature and other Detroit artists. I just want it to be a more consistent thing where my name will be at least heard more around here. That's really important to me as far as Michigan go. Don't have to just be Detroit, just Michigan in general. That's very important for me. I'm gonna send out more beats. I'm gonna make more meaningful content, hence why I have another channel. That's where a lot of that meaningful content will be. With the music channel, I'm still gonna do music related things, but when it comes to investing in business and stuff like that, and just random talks or maybe things about my family life, it's all going on my personal channel, which is David D. Smith. I will put a link to that in the description if you guys haven't already subscribed over there, and if you're watching this over there, I appreciate it. Where was I at on here? I want to I want to consistently promote my courses, even if it's only $5 a day. It's very important to promote your products that you put out there. I've noticed a big jump when I promote my courses. I noticed when I added the promotion of my courses in front of my videos, that gave it a big spike. Not a spike, but a big jump because it's a consistent thing. So I want to at least invest $5 a day throughout the whole year of 2020 on my courses, just so that way I get some type of return on investment. Like, gotta promote your stuff so people know that you're out there like that. Not to say like my course doesn't sell, it does well, but I want to take it to that next level. Like I'm looking at people who are on Teachable who have made $5 million over the course of a year selling courses, and I'm like, bro, how do you even get to that point? I mean, of course they may charge more. There's different types of courses, different bundles, things of that nature, but they all promote somehow, some way. I want to create more things such as my course, like property. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily intellectual property, but stuff that I will create that will generate income over time, whether it's a course, whether I want to put more music out there, which generates royalties, whether I'm getting placements, that generates more royalties, things of that nature. I want to get out there and do more stuff like that so I can have more income coming in from that end. I want to have a decent merch store up and running. I tried doing merch in the sense of I took people's money and I would order the stuff. It would come to me. I had to send it to them, or I buy in bulk and it all comes to me, so I get the money and I have to send it to them. I want to find a way to just pretty much make it seamlessly. Like, I know Teespring is up there, so I need to just take some time and, you know, figure that stuff out. I'm holding myself accountable to that. Let me see, where else was I? Do more photography and videography, both unpaid and paid. I actually got paid to do a lot of photography things throughout the course of me starting photography. Videos, have I gotten paid I don't know if I got paid for videos. I don't do music videos though, but I just love capturing moments. That's a big deal for me. Like whether I'm capturing moments of myself, my family, or if I'm doing it for somebody else because they're paying me to do it. I love doing it, so I want to do more of that. Get my own studio space for music and photos and videos, and I put maybe within 2 years because in 2020 I have a lot going on. Like as you guys know, I plan on getting married soon, things of that nature. That's a lot of money that's going into that stuff. So may not be able to get the studio space right away, but that's one of my goals for sure. And a lot of you guys that's around here, or maybe if you're not even around, if you want to fly in or anything like that, I have my own studio space. We can meet up there, have one-on-one machine sessions or whatever, you know. That's something that I'm looking forward to doing in the future. Work with more local artists, and I put who have buzz because that's just a way to keep the name going. Like Drake will work with people who have buzz and stuff like that to keep his name hot. So things of that nature. And even I work with people who don't have buzz like that. You know, to me, buzz is kind of, I just want to see you consistent. Like you don't have to have buzz, but if you are like literally working nonstop, dropping music consistently, like that's really what's important to me. It's not about, oh, you got 10,000 followers, bro. Well, you starting to get a little bubble. Or you got 50,000. You know, it ain't like, it's like I want to see somebody that's always recording, dropping new stuff, uploading their own stuff, doing visuals, things of that nature. You engage with the people that like your music, stuff like that. That's important for me. That's what I guess I should clear that up more. I want to develop my own projects with artists, meaning I want to produce a whole project with artists, or do my own thing where I have artists on like a DJ Khaled type of level. I want to do something like that, but I also want to produce somebody's whole project. Pulling more revenue from YouTube. I have pulling over $1,000 a month consistently on YouTube. I haven't gotten to that point yet. I know I set the goal for 2019 that I wanted to make $500 a month off of YouTube revenue, and I did that. But I want to hit at least 1,000 over 2020. So I look forward to seeing if that actually goes through, because the thing about YouTube revenue, people may not understand. If unless you're a YouTuber, you understand, but that stuff varies so much. But thankfully, I've been able to hit the goal of 500 a month. But I feel like it's too much involved with it for me to even explain in this video for people who don't understand it. But it fluctuates so much. So that's just a goal I have on here for 2020. That'll be a nice piece of income, because I do have a few different streams of income, and that's definitely one of them. I'm not one of the people that try to downplay YouTube income, because I don't depend solely on it, but it definitely helps. It pays 4 bills every single month. So I'm like, yeah, I like that. I want to release singles with artists frequently. Like as you guys know, I've been on DistroKid. I showed you guys how I put my stuff out there, my thoughts on DistroKid. I want to find artists, like I said, with the project. Let's do a single real quick. Let's drop it, and I'll drop it on there. I want to do that frequently. I have released full projects with artists. I already said that. And I will purchase fractional shares monthly, because the stock market is so high right now that, you know, to get some shares of some companies, you easily gonna spend $300-400, maybe $200. So I'd rather just start buying fractional stuff. Like Cash App also has that now. So I bought like fractional shares of Disney and Shopify for $5, and they're performing. Like you can see how it works. Like they go up, they go down, and you really start to get the gist of it. Do I want to share these family goals? Let me check real quick, because that's kind of, nah, I'm not gonna share these family goals, because I feel like that's kind of something that I would leave off for another specific video where I can explain it, or maybe have my fiance on here and we discuss it together. That would be something on the personal channel that I would go through, because this video is going on both places. For me personally, what do I want to do? I want to practice piano a minimum of 5 minutes, 3 times per week, a minimum. Budget my spending. I don't really spend that much money, but I want to make sure that I'm being smart with my money for sure. I want to try to stress less. I don't really stress much, but when I stress, I stress. So I try not to stress. And then just be the best man I could be, and then create a budget to make sure I can provide financial stability and invest for my family. Like that's really what it's all about. Read more books. And that's really what it's all about for me. That's my personal goals right there. I just want to be the best I can be, and then take care of my family. So these are some of my goals for 2020. You could drop some of your goals in the comments below. I hope you reach all your goals over 2020. This one I'm working towards. Hopefully you all have a happy new year. Have a wonderful day. And I look forward to seeing what some of you guys do over 2020. Hopefully you guys look forward to seeing me grow in 2020. Have a wonderful day. Take care.